Practicable with psychological methods in the education of the Sea Org members. Over and over again, they are subjected to the same security questions. Has someone ordered you not to tell us something? Do you have a secret? Have you ever taken something which does not belong to you?
Okay, so Doyle 6315 posted this 14 years ago, and numerous children of Scientology have been coming out, the ones that escaped, and are talking about the abuse that they endured in Scientology. And my biggest question is, why isn't anyone doing anything? Why isn't anybody doing anything to get these children out of Scientology? And if that's not bad enough, I've seen other videos, documentation of where they're actually recruiting children, and there have been numerous instances where parents just drop their children off here. Can anybody say trafficking? Can anybody say child abuse? Can anybody say child SA? Okay, I'm going to continue with this.
Have you ever hurt yourself to cause others anxiety? Have you ever done something which you have had to be ashamed of? Have you ever done anything criminal? Have you ever knocked down a smaller child? Have you ever been ashamed of your parents? Have you ever betrayed a secret which was entrusted to you? Have you ever been a coward? Have you spied on your friends?
Also, I wanted to add this type of mind control and brainwashing goes on with children in all kinds of cultist groups, high control groups, child soldiers, especially North Korea. And I'm trying to remember something. Well, I'm thinking Children of God. There's just a lot of cults. But I don't even know where to start with this. The most disturbing thing to me is that this is so organized and has been allowed by the United States government for, I don't know, maybe started in the 50s, so 40-something years. And all the abuse that these children have endured. There have been numerous accounts of suicides by the children who were raised in Scientology. Oh, what's the gal's name? Liz Gale's brother. And they're way more. And I'm going to do some research into that, to include L. Ron Hubbard's son. Okay? So I do get fired up, and it's just about enough is enough. And not to mention how they're immigrating children, innocent children from other countries, getting them away from their families and indoctrinating them and just not allowing them a decent life. And it's just not okay at all. I personally can't even believe this is happening in America. I mean, not that America is the greatest, because it absolutely is not the greatest. It's not bad, but it's, I'm not going to go there. But anyways, okay, let's continue.
Correct answers mean happy faces. But the fun stops for these children with failure and disobedience. By 1976, on instructions from Hubbard, the first children's RPF was established in Los Angeles. No time off for...
Did you guys hear that? Children's RPF. Rehabilitation Program Facility. RPF is where when you're not doing what they want you to do, not thinking how they want you to think, like maybe you want to have a normal life and not get audited, not get withholds and overts, Maybe you want a dog. Maybe you want to go to school. Maybe you want to learn math or be an artist like Lyra FM. How about that?
But a children's prison camp with absolute obedience as its goal. One of the reasons for the camp for children was stated in this document. Make it clear to the children that any form of vandalism, theft, and any other crime committed by a child will be punished by the RPF under aggravated conditions.
I knew that rather than Scientology being the answer and healing people and giving them greater abilities and making them better humans, it was completely abusive.
There are so many accounts of children being abused in these facilities. The Int Ranch, United Kingdom, all these various places, Australia especially. Germany has outlawed Scientology because they know what kind of regime that is. Ding, 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 N-A-Z-E, or N-A-Z-I, I mean. I was pronouncing it in my mind. So, anyways, we'll finish this right here.
And had no other purpose than to dominate and control people and make buckets of money.
So what I wanted to add, and I'm sorry I was yelling at you guys, I haven't figured out my volume with my phone yet, so I'm trying to figure out how to balance my voice with the internal audio of the videos. So it's just really mind-boggling how many children, and that includes a lot of the adults that escaped from Scientology. So I personally think we should have some compassion for some of them too. I mean, yes, they had a responsibility to stop the cycle. I agree with that. But there was so much heavy mind control, brainwashing, as well as blackmailing people. But isn't it interesting how many children have been SA'd while in Scientology? Then the people in the Office of Special Affairs and all these other internal areas cover it up. They should go to jail too. Whomever is doing the cover-up of the abuse of these children needs to put their little orange jumpsuit on. I'm just saying. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to just babble on and on, but there are so many accounts and people sharing what happened to them while they were a child in Scientology. And I'm not here to bash all the adults that were in Scientology because I think everyone has their own unique story. And the level of abuse in this organization that's not a church can get offended all day long. There's nothing church about this place. Zero. And that's part of the mind control that you've been told. Because if you start to chip away and figure out what the real truth is, they know that you'll leave. And you should. Because if you have a conscience, you really should get out of there. And also, if you love yourself at all, you would leave. You would blow. So that's it for today. I wish you all well. Peace.